returned home from Europe. I mean, no, he was in the Philippines. I'm sorry, he was in the Philippines. And he was on a bus, had to use those days, this is 1946. So those days they didn't have restrooms on buses, and he asked the bus driver to next stop if he could relieve himself, and he ended up stopping, and the bus driver was ticked off, and this is the era of segregation, and he called the sheriff, he kicked the guy off. They beat him and gouged his eyes out. It's in a Woodward was his last name. I'm trying to think of what the first name was, but it became a call. It became a cause. It became a cause. Even President Truman got involved, and Truman was a stone. Truman's family was a stone, racist, Confederate loving family whose mother, by the way, wouldn't sleep in the Lincoln bedroom while he was president because she believed that John Wilkes Booth was a hero. This is Truman's mother. But Truman, the NAACP convinced Truman, look, you've got to address this issue. This guy was and I'm just sort of sharing with you. This was an hour documentary, and they beat him. They gouged his eyes out. He was blind for the rest of his life, and it was a major event. 10,000 people showed up to raise money for him because he couldn't get a veteran's pension for some reason. And I never heard the story. But as I was watching it, I was thinking, man, this thing with black men particularly, and police brutality for you millennials and younger folk, this goes back decades. This is not something new. That's what I kept thinking as I was watching. And I was hoping more people would watch it. 1-866-801-8255. Now, so my question to you is, what did you think, and what was your reaction? That's a better word. What was your reaction to the testimony